Hello, so today I thought I would make a fun ADHD life hack video. And it's in support of this wonderful Casio label printer I bought the other day. I love it. Now, if you have ADHD, as I do, you may find that the accumulation of random paperwork can be quite debilitating and disconcerting, all that disorganization, and I have learned the hard way that a filing system is a must for accomplishing nearly anything in my day-to-day life. Unfortunately, I have terrible writing, so labeling the folders is absolutely essential. So I bought some years ago these Avery labels, and now they look nice, but there's a few problems with them. Firstly, Avery requires you to download their software, or their templates rather, and I found the interface to be very spammy. They want your email address. At one point I think they made me download an exe an executable file to use it, so I don't like that. Fuck you, Avery. But secondly, another thing is that I don't like having the extra step in the process. So you have to fumble around with your laser printer or your inkjet, and that just adds another step in the process, which is a pain in the ass. And also, I find that often I'm only going to need one label printed. And so with these, there's like 6 or 7 on each sheet, and you either have to figure out which one to use or print 7 at a time, and that was just more confusion than necessary for me. So what I decided to do was invest in just a standalone label printer, no software, no plugging into my computer, no spam, and it completely self-contained. And I bought this one. It's a Casio. I found it at London Drugs for $20. London Drugs is a department store / drugstore here where I live. And what I liked about it was Casio. I have tons of Casio products. They last forever. They're good quality. They're usually affordable. So I have a very good association with it. And that's what I like. I like that it is all contained in one. I just quickly print it out. It requires tape, and if you don't put the tape in properly, you end up with this, which you might remember from, if you're old enough, the 80s and 90s with cassette tapes. It's fucking hell. Okay, the first thing you want to do, and this is important, before you put the tape in, you're going to want to turn the wheel on the left in a counterclockwise direction a few times to take up any slack. Otherwise, you're going to get totally eaten up tape, which is what I did the last time, and I lost a tape because of that. All right, and then to open it, of course, it's pretty easy. You just kind of give her. You go like that. You just put it in, and then you put the switch back on, and then you're good to go. This is a test. I really like the form factor of this. It actually feels very solid. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like you're going to break it. It has that big bulky feeling, which is kind of good if you have not tiny hands like I do. It reminds me of the Game Boys from the 80s and 90s. The keyboard is good. It feels very sturdy. I find that the placement of some of the buttons is a bit odd, like the space button over here. I find that very hard to get used to. So you're not going to be writing an essay on this, so it'll be okay. Now, to print, you just hit the print button like so. And there it goes. It comes right out the back. Now, always make sure to use the cutter when you cut it, because if you pull it, that can screw with the tape. So the actual printout is not the greatest quality, I will admit. This doesn't look as good as something you might put through a laser printer. However, it does the job of labeling something that's legible, quick, and looks better than perhaps your own writing. So there you have it.